Oregon's schedule's been released. Exciting. It it sets up very nicely. You got Stanford at home, Washington at home, Arizona at home, Michigan State at home. You know, great schedule. The couple games that I'm nervous about are UCLA on the road and Utah on the road, and then you got to throw Oregon State in there, rivalry game on the road. But honestly, Oregon should be nervous about Stanford too because we haven't beaten them in 2 years. So until we do, it's kind of like, well, you can't really assume you're going to go in there and beat Stanford even if you are playing them home. Though they are losing a lot on their defense, which has been Oregon's bugaboo. They seem to be able to slow Stanford down, but Stanford just slows them down more. And we'll see if they can reload enough to keep up what they've been doing. Um, I have to tip my hat to Stanford now because they've won 2 straight Pac-12 championships. I hate them, and I want to dethrone them, and I am tired of them being a thorn in our side, but as of the last few years, they've been that team. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great year. Um, you got the Rose Bowl champions coming into Autzen Stadium. That's going to be awesome. This whole year has been, I wouldn't call it a disappointment. A lot of fans want to call it a disappointment. A lot of media members want to hype it up as a disappointment. But I don't think it was a disappointment. You're looking at Mark Helfrich in his first season as being a head coach, all the new stuff that comes with that. It puts a lot of pressure on you. There's a lot of pressure on Oregon's head coach, period. Now with the success of Chip Kelly, is you have to win 12, 13 games for it to be a successful year. You have to beat everybody by 40 points and do all this fancy, highfalutin offense, and it just didn't happen this year. It didn't pan out the way we all thought it was going to go. We also have to remember Scott Frost is in his first year as an offensive coordinator. This stuff is all new to both those guys. I expect next year to be totally different. It's going to be way more fluid. Nothing's going to catch them off guard. Nothing's going to be new. It's just going to be routine now. It's going to be business as usual. Let's go to work and get stuff done. And, in fact, they're going to get better. Every year they're going to get better. And, you know, I don't expect the hiccups to happen that happened last year. And shoot, if Marcus doesn't get hurt, we probably don't beat Stanford, but we probably beat Arizona, go to the Pac-12 championship, probably beat Arizona State, most likely, and go to the Rose Bowl, and nobody's talking about it. We're one injury away from being in a BCS bowl game, again for the 5th straight year. A lot of people want to kind of push the Marcus injury off to the side because he played. He certainly was not at a 100% level. If you look at the production of the team, that the drop-off that occurred after Marcus got hurt in the UCLA game went from 29 points a game from 55 points a game. Like that. That's a huge drop-off. And consequently, we lost. And, we still finished the season with 11 wins, which I think is great for any team, even if it is Oregon and they're used to going to BCS bowl games and winning 13, 12 games a year. It is what it is. We're gonna get back. We're rebuilding. This recruiting class is looking stronger and stronger by the day. It's ridiculous how well this team is recruiting, how well this coaching staff is recruiting. It's outstanding. I couldn't be happier right now with the recruiting class. I couldn't be happier with the players wanting to come back and play their senior years here. I, for one, am not jumping off the bandwagon. I don't think anybody should be any way remotely concerned about where this program is headed. I think a lot of fans are sitting there today thinking, oh, I don't know, this season didn't go well. This is kind of a turning point in Oregon's program time. And I kind of agree because Mark's got to make a defensive coordinator hire. And when the guy makes his hire and it doesn't go well, that can not be bad not only for the guy he hired, but also for the guy that did the hiring. So this is a big turning point in Mark's career, is if he makes the right hire and Oregon does well defensively and keeps things rolling, then it looks good on him. But if he makes the wrong hire and doesn't make the right choice and it goes south, then it not only looks bad on the D coordinator, but it looks bad on Mark. That's why I think Mark's taking his time with this. He wants to get the right guy. He did not come in here and hire the first guy he interviewed, or he didn't promote John Neal instantaneously. He's going through the process. I believe he's going to wait till after signing day to make the hire. And I agree with that move. I think this is too big of a situation or a scenario where you can just put all your cards on the table and put all your chips into one guy instantaneously. You really have to look at all the candidates. And I commend him for that. He wants to put his stamp on this team, and that's his right as the head coach. And good on him for it. I love it. But that's it, guys. Wanted to come out here with a little wrap-up video. Going to be taking a little hiatus. I'll be back for signing day and anything else that might come around. Of course, spring ball, fall ball, all that fun stuff that we look forward to. Want to say thanks again to all the seniors out there. And I don't know if you guys watch any of my videos, but appreciate what you did for Oregon football, bringing us a great program that we have now. I appreciate it. So, as always, guys, go Ducks.